Before we begin, let me invite you to settle in and find a comfortable position. There's nothing you need to do, no effort required. Just allow yourself to relax and enjoy this experience. You might find it helpful to close your eyes or let your gaze soften, but only if that feels natural for you. This time is for you to let go, unwind, and reconnect with the deeper parts of your mind. In a moment, I'll guide you through some gentle words and imagery. There's no right or wrong way to feel. Just let whatever happens, happen. Your subconscious mind will take in exactly what it needs, in its own way and in its own time. And as you begin to listen, or perhaps as you're already listening without realizing, you may notice how your subconscious mind is wide awake, while your conscious mind is already drifting far away. Or maybe it hasn't even noticed yet. Your conscious mind might wonder, am I listening? Or am I not listening? And that wondering, that question, it's okay to let it float, because your subconscious mind knows the answer, even if your conscious mind does not. You can begin to sense, or perhaps you already sense, how your subconscious mind is absorbing everything, while your conscious mind simply rests. And when the subconscious listens so deeply, the conscious mind just fades, softer and softer, like a faint echo, far in the distance. And isn't it interesting how you can be aware of everything and yet not aware of anything at all? You hear the sound of my voice, or do you hear the silence between the words, the pauses, the spaces in between? And as you hear these words, or don't hear them, your subconscious can remember, or perhaps forget, just as easily. You don't need to remember everything, and forgetting can be as effortless as remembering, because your subconscious mind knows what to do. Now, as your subconscious listens and your conscious mind lets go, you might begin to notice your body feeling heavier, or lighter, or both at once. A strange sensation, isn't it? Heavy, and yet so light, sinking, and yet floating, as if your body is caught between the earth and the air, not needing to choose. And as you notice that, or don't notice, you can feel your eyelids growing heavier, and yet softer, softer, and heavier still, as though they can't help but relax, sinking gently closed, or perhaps already closed, without you realizing. And with every breath you take, in and out, your body grows more relaxed, more peaceful, more distant, yet somehow more present. Isn't it fascinating how relaxation can spread without you even trying? From the top of your head down to your toes, so effortlessly. Your subconscious mind is listening so deeply now, hearing every word, every sound, even the silence, while your conscious mind fades further away, deeper asleep, and not minding at all. And as you sink deeper into this calm, you may wonder, or not wonder, how deeply you can go, or if you're already there. And the deeper you go, the more your subconscious can trust itself to let go of what's not needed and hold on to what's important. Because isn't it true? Your subconscious mind has so much potential, so much power to know what you need, to guide you, even when your conscious mind does not. And as you sink, you may notice dreamlike images beginning to form, colors, shapes, flickering gently in your mind's eye. Let them come and go, naturally, without effort, as you sink even deeper. Each image, or moment of stillness, takes you further into a calm, peaceful state, a place where you can trust your subconscious to guide you. And isn't it fascinating how the more you relax, the more those images form and fade, drifting like gentle waves, each wave of calm carrying you deeper, deeper still, to a place of peace. Because now you can trust, deeply trust, your subconscious mind to know exactly what you need without needing to try. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to plan it. Just let go and allow your subconscious to do the work. And as you continue to drift, or float, or simply be, it's comforting, isn't it? To know you don't need to try, don't need to do anything at all. Just let go and let your subconscious guide you. And with every word, every pause, every breath, you're already doing it. Drifting, sinking, deeper and deeper. Now, imagine there was once a young traveler, much like yourself, someone who had set out on a journey, hoping to find something important, something meaningful, but for some reason, the path seemed unclear. This traveler walked along a winding road, and along the way, they came across a small, quiet river. The traveler had heard stories about this river, how it could help people, how it could bring them comfort and peace. So, without thinking too much, they decided to drink from it. And for a while, it felt good. The water was cool and refreshing, almost as if it had magical powers, bringing temporary relief from the fatigue of the journey. But after some time, the travelers started to notice something strange. The more they drank from the river, the more they felt the need to drink again. It wasn't long before the traveler realized they couldn't walk very far without stopping to drink. And soon, the journey itself began to feel heavy. The river, once a source of comfort, had started to weigh them down. Now, the traveler wasn't blind to the fact that the road was still there, waiting. And though they had this river beside them, they knew that continuing to rely on it wouldn't help them reach their destination. So, they tried to stop drinking from the river, again and again. But each time, they felt the pull, the need to go back. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and the traveler started to question themselves. Why couldn't they stop? What was it that kept drawing them back to the water? And yet, the answer wasn't in the river itself. The answer was in the traveler's heart. It was always in their heart. One day, after a long time of trying and struggling, the traveler found a wise old guide. The guide asked, "Why do you keep returning to the river, even though it holds you back from what you truly seek?" The traveler replied, "I don't know. It feels like I need it. I don't know how to be without it." The guide looked at the traveler and smiled, not with judgment, but with understanding. "You see," the guide said softly, "the river doesn't control you. You control the river, the water. It was never meant to be a permanent solution. It was only meant to help you for a short time, to give you the strength to walk further down the road. But now, you are ready to walk on your own, without it." The traveler, with eyes full of realization, understood. They had been looking outside for something that had always been within them. They had the strength, the ability to walk their own path. And the river, well, it was no longer needed. And so, the traveler walked on, step by step, knowing that they could make it without relying on something outside of themselves. It was in their own hands, their own heart, that the true strength resided. Now, as you're sitting back, feeling comfortable, noticing how your body begins to relax, and how right now you are allowing your mind to drift, just gently, noticing how easy it is to simply let go. Now, there's something that's been on your mind for a while, something that keeps coming back, and it's the way you've been relying on Kratom, the way it has become a part of your life, almost like something that needs to be there, even though it's not really helping, is it? It's not really fulfilling the way you expected, but still, it's there, right? It's easy to tell yourself that you can quit, but then you relapse and try again. Quit, relapse, quit, relapse, again and again. And maybe part of you wonders, what keeps happening? What makes it so hard to simply stop? Isn't it just a matter of deciding? But what if it's not so simple? You've tried before, haven't you? You've made those decisions to stop. And sometimes it seems so close, so very close. But then it slips away, like sand through your fingers. So you might start thinking, why? Why does it keep happening when you want something different? Perhaps the answer lies in the very fact that there's a part of your mind that believes this. Reliance on Kratom is helping you. And that part of you, well, it's strong. It's been there for a reason. It thinks it's protecting you, doesn't it? Keeping you from something, from feeling something. And that's okay, because that part of you doesn't understand yet that there is another way. There is a way to feel different without needing it. But right now, the conscious mind keeps trying to solve the puzzle, solve it with Kratom. But it's not the solution, not the real solution. Now, imagine, just for a moment, that all the times you've tried to quit, all the attempts, are like doors. Each one represents a choice to step through into something new, a new way. But each time, something unseen pulls you back. What if those doors were never locked? What if you could just walk right through them, into freedom? What if you didn't need to struggle? You might ask, why didn't it happen before? Why not? But the mind, well, the mind, it works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? So much happens in the background, so much you don't even see or even realize. It's like driving down a road. You don't see all the turns and detours, but they're there, shaping where you go. You may have felt stuck, unable to break free, but what if the key is not to try so hard, not to force the change, but to, softly, allow it. Let it happen naturally. What if all this time, the only thing stopping you was your mind's attempt to control it? What if it wasn't about willpower at all, but simply about trusting your deeper self to know what to do, even when it seems confusing, and you don't understand why? You see, every time you've quit, every time you've relapsed, those experiences, they are not failures. They are lessons. They are simply moments where you learn something about yourself. Each relapse is just a step toward your success, even if you didn't see it that way at first. And maybe, just maybe, that's the way your mind works, in its own mysterious way. It's all leading you back to a place of peace. And now, right now, you can start to realize that this cycle of quitting and relapsing is simply just that, a cycle. What if it could stop? What if you could step out of the cycle and into something new? It's so easy to think of change as something big, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes it's the little steps, the subtle shifts, the quiet changes that happen when you least expect them. And right now, even as you listen to these words, your mind is finding new pathways, new solutions, and you can let go of the past. Let go of the struggle. Let go of the feeling that you need to use Kratom. It's all changing. Right now. Feel that. You might even notice the desire to use Kratom just melting away, like ice in the sun, fading slowly, as you realize you're ready to be free. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to force it. It's already happening, and with every breath you take, you're moving closer to being the person you really want to be. And as you continue to let go of what no longer serves you, you'll find that every time you choose to live without Kratom, it gets easier, easier to stay strong, and to feel the strength within you that was always there, quietly waiting for you to realize it. This is the moment. This is the time when everything starts to shift. And the next time you think about Kratom, you'll notice it doesn't have the same hold. The grip is loosening until one day you won't even need to think about it at all. It will simply fade away, leaving you free. Now, as these positive changes continue to settle within you, allowing them to become a part of who you are, you may start to notice the shift, not only in how you feel, but in how you respond to the world around you. Each day, you'll feel stronger, clearer, more at ease with the changes you've already begun. In the coming days, weeks, and months ahead, you'll start to notice subtle signs, gentle reminders of the path you're walking. It could be a thought that arises, a shift in your mood, or even a dream. Yes, dreams. Dreams may start to show you something new, something empowering, helping you to see the progress you've made and gently reinforcing the strength you already have. These dreams may offer you symbols, messages, or a sense of peace, reminding you that you are on the right track, even when you may doubt yourself. You may notice new signs appearing in your life, like the way you respond to situations that used to make you feel tempted, or the way your desire for kratom just seems to fade away more and more each day. You'll feel it. You'll just know, without a doubt, that things are changing, and the strength inside you is growing. And as these positive changes settle in, know that they are becoming a part of your everyday life. You'll find it easier to say no when you need to, and yes to your health, your peace of mind, and your well-being. The cravings will diminish. The need for kratom will fade into the background, and you'll begin to feel more in control, more aligned with the life you want to live. With each passing day, these changes will become even more evident. You'll find yourself more connected with your own inner strength and the deeper wisdom inside you that knows exactly how to guide you through every moment, every challenge. As these changes continue to unfold, you'll notice a growing sense of peace, clarity, and confidence. You'll feel empowered, knowing that you have everything you need within you to continue on this journey. The more you let go of what no longer serves you, the more room you'll create for new possibilities. And now, let's take a moment to reflect on the merit and positive energy we have cultivated here today. Merit, in this context, refers to the good intentions, positive energy, and effort we've generated together. May this energy now flow outward, beyond ourselves, to benefit all beings. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine this positive energy flowing outward, like ripples across a vast ocean. With each breath, feel the energy spreading, reaching out to those who are in need. May this merit reach those who are suffering, bringing them relief and hope. May it touch those who are in pain, offering healing and comfort. May it ease the burdens of those who are grieving and bring clarity to those in confusion or fear. May the positive energy we've created today serve as a source of strength, peace, and joy for all beings, whether seen or unseen, near or far. As this energy flows, it will inspire acts of kindness, compassion, and understanding in both big and small ways. And as you carry this intention forward, you can feel the power of the merit we've generated, gently guiding you, helping you share love, wisdom, and service in the world. Take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel this energy expanding infinitely, touching lives wherever it is needed most. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings find peace. Now, with each breath, start to bring yourself back to the here and now. Gently, gently coming back to the present moment. You are safe. You are calm. You are strong. And with each breath, you are becoming more grounded, more centered in the here and now. Take another moment to just feel the peace, the clarity, the strength, and the love you've cultivated. And when you're ready, you'll open your eyes, bringing this feeling with you, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be.